Important update. This is something you need to know before you file your taxes this year. The IRS has officially announced when tax filing opens for 2026, and I want to be very direct with you. This tax season is not business as usual. The rules have changed in ways that impact almost everyone, and filing too early or filing without understanding those changes could seriously backfire. You could end up waiting weeks or even months for your refund. Worse, you could run into problems you didn't see coming. Yes, there are new deductions that can put real money back in your pocket, but there are also new rules that can quietly work against you if you're not paying attention. That overlap, where good news and hidden risks collide, is where people get burned every single year. If you depend on your tax refund to cover important expenses, if delays would put stress on your finances, or if you simply don't want to miss out on money you're legally entitled to, this matters right now. This is information you need before you file, not after. Quick question before we dive in, because I'm genuinely curious. When do you usually file your taxes? Do you file immediately the moment your W-2 shows up, or do you wait until March or even closer to the April deadline? Drop your answer in the comments. There's no right or wrong answer, but this year, timing matters more than usual. The most important date to know. January 26th is the first day the IRS will officially accept and process tax returns for the 2025 tax year. That marks the start of the 2026 filing season. Go ahead and mark it on your calendar. At first glance, that sounds normal. Tax season usually starts in late January, but what makes this year different isn't the date, it's what's happening behind the scenes. Why this tax season is different. Several major things are colliding all at once. A sweeping new tax law passed last summer is now in effect. The IRS has far fewer employees than last year. Refunds are shifting away from paper checks toward electronic payments. All of this makes filing more complicated than usual. And for millions of households, tax season isn't just paperwork. For many people, their refund is the largest lump sum payment they receive all year. That money might go toward rent, overdue bills, credit cards, or finally building a small emergency fund. With prices still high for food, housing, healthcare, and childcare, getting your refund on time and in full can make a real difference. The biggest reason everything changed. The single biggest reason this tax season is different is the new tax law signed last summer, officially named the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. And yes, that really is the name. This law made major changes to deductions, credits, and income thresholds, and those changes apply right now to the return you're about to file for 2025. Some of these updates sound simple in headlines. In reality, they add complexity when you're actually filling out your return. New deductions you need to understand. Here are 3 big ones everyone is talking about. 1. Tip income deduction. Workers who earn tips, servers, bartenders, hairstylists, delivery drivers, and others, may now be able to deduct up to $25,000 of tip income. 2. Overtime deduction. If you regularly work overtime, you may be able to deduct up to $12,500 of overtime pay. 3. Car loan interest deduction. If you financed a vehicle and meet the requirements, you may be able to deduct up to $10,000 in interest paid on that loan, similar to how mortgage interest works. On paper, this sounds amazing. More deductions usually mean lower taxes or a bigger refund. The problem most people don't realize. Employers did not update payroll withholding systems after this law passed. That means many people had too much tax taken out of their paychecks all year without realizing it. Yes, that could mean a larger refund, but it also increases the chances of errors, especially if your W-2 doesn't line up perfectly with the deductions you're claiming. And here's the catch. The IRS is operating with about 25% fewer staff than last year. Mistakes that once took weeks to fix could now take months. Accuracy matters more than ever. Other major changes you need to know. The standard deduction increased. Single filers, $15,850, married filing jointly, $31,500. Most taxpayers use the standard deduction, so this affects almost everyone. The child tax credit increased to $2,200 per child. A family with 3 kids could see an extra $600 compared to last year. The SALT deduction cap jumped from $10,000 to $40,000. This mostly helps people in high-tax states who itemize, especially middle to upper-middle income households. Fewer IRS workers equals longer delays. Even if IRS systems are updated, fewer workers means longer processing times, longer phone wait times, slower problem resolution. One tax expert put it best. This year, accuracy needs to be 110%. That's why many professionals are warning people not to rush. Filing early isn't always filing smart. Big change in how refunds are paid. The IRS is actively moving away from paper checks. Direct deposit is now the default, and paper checks can take 6 weeks or longer, and that's if nothing goes wrong. Direct deposit is faster, safer, and usually arrives within about 21 days. If you've always used paper checks, this may be the year to switch. Why waiting can actually help you. Many important documents don't arrive in January. Corrected W-2s, 1099 forms, energy credit paperwork, investment income statements. Filing too early is one of the biggest reasons people end up filing amended returns, which almost always means long delays. Remember, April 15th is the deadline. There is no reward for filing in January. Practical steps you should take now. 1. Gather every document before filing. Don't guess. Don't estimate. 2. Confirm which deductions actually apply to you. Don't assume. Verify. 3. Set up direct deposit. Double-check your bank details. 4. Use tax software or a professional, if needed, especially if your situation is even slightly complex. 5. Review everything before submitting. 10 extra minutes can save months of stress. 6. Track your refund using official IRS tools. January 26th is not a race. This tax season rewards patience, preparation, and precision. Take your time, understand the changes, file accurately. And let me know in the comments, do you file early or do you wait? You've got this.